So let's take up number 18 from the homework. Let's do C, 18C. Negative 3t minus 2.7 equals 1.8. Okay. Last week when we did the chapter 3, what do you have to do with this negative 3? Jenny?
You have to expand it to the t and the negative 2.7.
Okay. What do you mean by expand?
So negative 3 times.
Times. Good.
And negative 3 times negative 2.7.
Okay, so you want to multiply it in. Do not add an extra equal sign in the front because your equal sign is in the middle of your equation. So I know your teacher used to always say, make sure it has an equal sign at the beginning of every line. So in this case, it's different. Your equal sign is in the middle, so don't put another equal sign here. So negative 3 times t is just negative 3t. Negative 3 times negative 2.7 is? Yep.
8.1
Like this?
plus.
Plus, right. Two negatives make a positive, so plus 8.1, and then equals 1.8. This now looks exactly like what we did on Thursday. So it was just one extra step with the multiply. So so now I can move that 1.8 over by subtracting. Subtract. Okay. So negative 3t equals 1.8 minus 8.1 because this is plus right here. So when I move it over, I do the opposite, which is minus. I get negative 6.3. Okay, this is the tricky part right here. What am I going to do with this negative 3 now? Yep. Divide. What am I dividing?
The negative 3t and the negative 6.3.
So I'm dividing by negative 3. Okay, it doesn't change to positive 3 because remember we're doing the opposite. Opposite of negative 3 times t is divide. Okay, so if I change the sign, it would mean I change the negative to a positive and I change multiplication to division. So you're only doing one every time. So this is when it changes sign when you're adding or subtracting. This, you keep the sign and you're just dividing. So t equal, divided by negative 3, you get positive 2.1. Okay. You will definitely see a question like this on the next test or quiz. Okay. Let's do. Yep. Not yet. I want to pick up some of these questions first. Number 19. All right. So number 19 from the homework. Okay, remember I recorded this, so if any of these answers you miss, you can always go back to watch the video and pause. Vinan took 4 bottles of water, so 4 bottles of water, 4W, and 6 bottles of juice, so plus 6 bottles of juice, and the total volume of the water and juice was 4.42 liters. Okay, there's one more info right here that I haven't used. So in grade, actually no, sorry. Towards the end of the chapter, we will be working with 2 variables, but most of the time when we're solving, we're only dealing with 1. Okay? So in order to solve for how much water, you can't have 2 variables. So right here, it actually tells you that you have 0.5 liters. So I can actually replace the J with 0.5. Okay. So I actually know that number. Okay. Now it looks good because there's only one unknown. I only not know the W. Everything else is just a number that I can work out. So 4W plus 6 times 0.5 is 3. And then 4.42. Okay, who can finish this up for me? What should I do? Other than Jenny. Adihi?
4W equals 1.42.
Okay, yep, subtract this. Because it's plus, so when I move it over, it becomes minus. Whoops. 1.42. Yep, and then?
You divide 1.42 with 4, and you get 0.355.
Right, you divide it. So that you get W by itself, so you get 1.42 divided by 4, 0.355. Okay, is that a good final answer? Alexander? Unit, what is my unit? Liters. Right here, because it's your answer is in liters right here. All the units is in liters, so your answer here is in liter. Better yet, what could I write as a better answer? Yep. Sorry? Oh, okay, yeah. Or what is 0.355 liters? It sounds weird to say like my bottle of water is 0.355. Yeah. Or you can write 355 milliliters. Right. Small bottle of water. More like a can of Coke. Okay, good. On the test, you can just leave us this answer. I just thought to let you guys know this and this is the same. Okay, last one. Oh, actually, sorry. For this right here, C, it says verify your answer. So for part C, if I were to verify it, I would have to put this back into my original equation. So 4 times 0.355 plus 6 times 0.5. And when I work this out, what should I get? Yep. Perfect. Alright, and if I do get 4.42, then I know I got my answer correct, everything is right, I got perfect on the test. Alright, so make sure if you have time at the end, check your answer. Okay, last one I want to take up, 21. Okay, number 21. A lot of time you'll see this question, even in grade 10, you'll see this question. Very common one. A large pizza with tomato sauce and cheese costs $7.50, and then each additional topping is $1.50. A customer orders a large pizza and is charged $16.50. How many toppings did they order? All right. So with this question, you don't need to know any equation solving skills. If I just told you have $16.50 and you're thinking how many toppings you can afford, you can figure this out with just like thinking by just adding $1.50, adding $1.50, adding $1.50, right? So if you just do that, if you do that method on the test, you'll get part marks. You won't get the full marks because the question does ask you to write the equation and then solve the problem. So you won't get the marks for writing the equation. Okay, so $1.50 for each topping. So this part right here, $1.50 for each topping. This tells me that's where I should put my variable. So 1.50 t for topping, And then don't forget the cheese pizza, so plus 750. Right? And how much is the total cost of the pizza? It's 1650. Okay. So you need to know how to build this equation, and then from there you can solve for t. Okay. So again, move this 750 over to the other side by subtracting. So $1.50 t equal 1650, take away 750, you get $9. And then move that 150 over by doing the opposite, which is divide. And so you get t equal 9 divided by 150, you get 6. 6 what? Yep, toppings. That's a big pizza. Okay. You will see this question again and again and again, so make sure you know how to do this. Okay, how many of you got number 21? Alright, good. Did you do the equation way or the logic way? Equation way? Okay, good. Alright, as I said, you could think of this as like 750 plus $1.50 plus $1.50 plus $1.50 plus $1.50, $1.50, $1.50. Okay, 6 topping gave me 1650. So you could do it that way, but this will get you the full marks. Okay, so that was the homework. Any other questions from the homework?
I left my book at home.
Okay, so just follow along. Do you need paper?
I have it.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start today's lesson, 4.2. Okay, we are going to do 5 examples today. Okay, so 4.2 on page 2. Okay, everybody have it out? Okay. Solving equations with variables on both sides. So, right here, model the following diagram using an equation, then solve. Okay, so let's say I have these blocks right here. If I were, let's say these blocks are x, how would I represent this left side right here? Like let's say these are x and then these are 1s. Yep.
X plus 6 equals
Let's say they weight the same. So
X.
there's 2 of them, so 2x. Right? Technically, I should have had like 2 blocks that are equal size so that you can tell. Okay, so these are 1, and then this is a x, this is a x. So when you put it on a scale, if they balance, that means they're equal. So to represent these figures, I could write an equation like this. Right? So what's different between this equation and the equations that we've been working on? Jenny?
It has 2 variables on both sides.
Right, it has an x on both sides. The ones that we were doing right here, all these ones, we only had 1 variable on either the left side or right side. So now we have 2. So let's see how we can solve this. All right, so there are 3 rules. All right, 1. Move variables to the left. Move constants to the right. Alright, so in this case, when I say left or right, I'm talking about the equal sign. So 6x plus 2 equals 10 plus 4x. What should I move to the left side? What should I move to the right side? Yep.
Usually 2x to the left.
Oh, I'm talking about this one, example 1 right here.
4x to the left.
Yep.
2 to the right.
Perfect. So I want to move the 4x to the left side, and I want to move the 2 to the right side. That's what it means. Move the variable terms, which is the 4x. Okay. Why don't I need to move the 6x? How come I don't need to move the 6x?
It's already on the left.
Right, it's already on the left side, so I don't move it. It's already there where I like it, so I just move that 4x. Whenever we move, we have to do the inverse operation. So don't forget to change signs. So 6x minus 4x equal 10 minus 2. Alright. My second step is collect like terms. Collect like terms. Okay, so after I move it, I can combine them. So 6x minus 4x is just simply 2x. And then 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay. And then last step is always to just divide. Alright, so the 3 steps is all you need to solve equations with variables on both sides. So that by dividing x equals 4. Okay, so part B, fortified your answer. How do we check again?
Plug it in.
To where?
X equals 4, so plug the x's that's there as 4.
Right. So my original equation. So left side, right side. 6x plus 2, and this side was 10 plus 4x. So plug it in. When x is 4, six times 4 is 24. 24 plus 2, you get 26. What about on the right side? 10 plus 4 times 4. 10 plus 16, you get 26. Left side equals right side, and so I know my answer of x equals 4 is correct. Okay. So again, I keep telling you guys, if you have time at the end of your test, check every single answer. You can know that you got it right before you hand it in. Okay, so let's try example 2. Okay, who wants to give this one a try? Remember the 3 steps. Somebody who hasn't said much. I see a lot of people avoiding my eye contact. Michelle, can you give this one a try?
Number 2.
Yeah.
7. The minus 3c we move to the right, so it's 2c plus 3c, and then we move the 8 to the left, so it's 7 plus 3.
Okay, good. So what Michelle did was, instead of moving the letters to the left and numbers to the right, she did the other way around. She will get the same answer. Reason why she wanted to do that is so that she can keep the coefficient positive. But for the sake of the lesson, we'll just we'll move the letter to the left and move the number to the right. So we get negative 3c. When you move that 2c over, it becomes minus 2c. And then when you move that 7 over, it becomes minus 7. All right. What is negative 3c minus 2c? Max.
Negative 5c.
-5c. Good job. Alright, and then this, you get -15. Alright, just like in the first question, just like the homework question. What do I divide here by? Armin, what do you think? What do I divide by?
Negative 5.
-5. Good job. Not just 5, but -5. So C equals 3. Okay. Okay, what about with fractions? Okay. I want to solve for R right here. Alright, this one is tricky. Oop. Okay, example 3 is tricky. Okay, Adihi. Oh, sorry, I thought your hand was up. No? Okay. So this one, there's also another trick, a little trick with this. The 3, I can put this as 3 over 1. Remember, any number, I can always put it over 1. So if I put it as 3 over 1, I have a fraction equals another fraction. We can do what's called cross multiply. Okay, so another method with fractions is here. When fraction equals another fraction, you can cross multiply and then divide. Okay. So 3 times r is 3r. 122 times 1, you get 122. Alright, now I have no more fractions. It looks nice and neat. What do? I can just simply divide this by 3. So r equals 122 divided by 3, 40.6. Okay. Again, like with these ones, you kind of could, you could do trial and error as well. Like 122 divided by what would give you 3, but for you to get a decimal, it might take you a while. So this mathematical method will help you get the answer. Okay, this one right here, this one is even harder. Okay, we're solving equations does get harder and harder, so that's why it was really important for you guys to do your homework last week, so that you know what's going on. Right here, what makes this question ugly? Yeah. There are fractions. We don't like fractions. So a trick to getting rid of fractions, is to multiply the LCD to every term. Okay, so between 3 and 5, what's your lowest common denominator? Between 3 and 5. Yeah. 15. So if I multiply everything by 15, look what happens. So 15 times 2a over 3 equal 15 times 4a over 5, and then plus 15 times 7. Okay, remember you have to multiply to every term. So this term, this term, this term, each of them I have to multiply it by 15. Okay, so 15 times 2 divided by 3. Remember, these are just numbers, so I can multiply and divide as usual. So 15 times 2 is divided by 3? 10. Yeah, so 10 what? 10a, because there's an a right here. All right. 15 times 4. 15 times 4, 60. 60 divided by 5? 12. So 12a. And then lastly, 15 times 7. 105. And just like that, ta-da! No more fractions. Now it's just simple equations like example 1. Alright, so even though you see fractions, it doesn't mean it's, oh no, I don't know what to do anymore. I hate fractions. You just have to do one extra step, which is multiply through. That's a trick. Okay, and now you solve it as usual. Move the letters to the left by subtracting. You don't have to move anything to the right because there's just the 105. So 10a minus 12a, you get negative 2a. And then divide it by the negative 2. So a equal 105 divided by negative 2, you get negative 52.5. Okay, so this is one of the harder questions with the fractions. Okay, I want you guys to try one. Let me see. Okay, let me give you guys one on the spot. I want you guys to try it. 5a over 2 equal 6a over 5 plus 3. Okay, can you guys try this one right now? Try this. I'll pause. No. Okay, so what should I multiply each of the terms by? 10. That's right. Times this by 10, times this by 10, times this by 10. So multiply everything by 10. Badar, work out this with me. What's 5 times 10? Divided by 2? Good job. 6 times 10? Divided by 5? Good. And then plus, don't forget this. A lot of people forget this part. 30. Okay. Move that 12 over. Shh. Yep. The test? Yeah. I have it marked, but I haven't recorded the mark on here. So, possibly end of class, depending on, I still need to do 2 more examples with you guys, so it might take a little bit longer. So 25a minus 12a, 13a equals 30. So last step, divided by 13. A equals? Oh, okay. Remember, this is a common mistake people do as well. When you move the 13 over, that goes to the bottom. So what you did was you did 13 divided by 30. It should be the other way around. Leandro, what did you get? Let's pay attention. So what's 30 divided by 13? 2.3. Good. Okay, how many of you got 2.3 as your answer? Good job. Okay. Okay, just two more examples. Shh. I know you guys are excited that you got your Chromebook, but I'm still teaching. Badar, Kadrian, Leandro. Shh. Okay. Example 4. A cell phone company offers two plans. Rogers offers 120 minutes and then 75 cents per additional minute. Bell offers 30 free minutes and then 25 cents per additional minute. Which time for calls will result in the same cost for both plans? Okay. So this one right here, if I were to write this as an equation, sorry, not an expression. Badar, can you help me with this since I hear your voice? So 120 free minutes and then 75 cents per minute. How do I write this how do I translate this to math? So let's pay attention. Plus 0.35. The per is the part that tells you this is where I should put my x. Okay. Then for Bell, can we set it up the same way? 30 minutes free with 25 cents additional minute. Okay, what would it be? Perfect. Okay. If they want to know when will they cost the same, what should I do to these two expressions then? Luke? Yeah, equal. Set them to equal. So part A, so 120 plus 0.75x equal 30 plus 0.25x. Okay, can you guys solve this for me? Solve it, solve it, solve it. Same way, the 3 steps. Move all the variables to the left, move all the constants to the right, and then divide. Okay.
I've been waiting for like the entire day.
When you move the variables, don't forget to change sign. Okay. Leandro, did you get an answer? Oh, somebody's distracting somebody. Alright, move that over, move this over. So 0.75x minus 0.25x. What do you get? 0.5 or 0.50x. Good. 30 minus 120? Something's wrong. What did I do wrong? Okay. And x equals, when you divide it, what did you get? Negative 180. Alright, but okay, why doesn't it make sense? What's What's my unit supposed to be? Minutes. How can I? Why is it negative?
You did it wrong. You have to go back to the time. Before you go back to the time. It's like go back to the time. This isn't doctrine.
Why is it negative?
You did it the wrong way. I think it's supposed to be 0.50. Wait.
I mean,
Move the 30 to the other side instead. So it's that does the same thing when it's negative. Range 20 minus 30. It'll be like, oh yeah. It's the blind leading the blind.
it's
So should it be 0.75x minus 120 minus 30? Oh yeah.
okay. If it's minus 120 and minus 30, then I will get the. Yeah. So let me see. If it's negative and negative, then negative 30 plus 120 will actually give me 90. 90 divided by 0.5, I will get the positive 190. Yeah, but, Alright, so 180 is the correct answer. 255. Nope, actually 80 is not the, 180 is not the correct answer. Okay, I'll come back to this question, sorry. Okay, I have to figure out what went wrong. Okay, last one. Shh. I'll figure it out, I'll come back to it. When you guys start working, I'll try to figure out why, I'm thinking with this one, you actually need the bracket because the first 120 minutes is free, so I should actually use x minus 120 in here. Okay, I'll set it up. Okay, last one. Suppose I have to solve this problem. We actually solved this problem in chapter 1. The sale price of the jacket is $41.49. The original price have been reduced by 17%. What was the original price? Okay. Anyone remember how to set this up?
Yeah.
Not yet. Wait. Hey, Jenny?
41.49 equals 0.17x.
Okay. So if it's reduced by 17%, what was the trick that we learned? 0.83, right? You are reduced by 17% means you pay 83%. Okay, so 83% of the original price will equal your sale price. Okay, so let's translate this with our 83% as a decimal.
That would be 0.83.
Of means, is it add, subtract, multiply, divide? Multiply. Original price, I don't know what it is, so let's do, what letter? Okay, price, yeah. I'll say Y. And then equals $41.49. Okay. So when you divide it, $41.49 divided by 0.83, you get this. Alright, so what does Y equal?
49.98 cents.
Ooh. Yes. So dollar sign 49.99. Alright, I'm not trying to be picky, but you do need to know how to round. 2 decimal place, so you look at the third one, more than 5, so this rounds up. Okay. So I know today's lesson was longer than usual. That's because you guys haven't did math for the last couple of days. It's been a while. So your homework. Let's see, up to 21. Yeah, 4 to 21. Number 4 to 21. Okay, there are 2 questions that I crossed out, so don't worry about the X.
Oh, are you up? 4 to 21.
4 to 21.